That's like, and and you were in the light heavyweight class.
Heavyweight.
Heavyweight, okay, okay, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. And it was stacked lineup. You up, we had people like also that you and I interviewed Montana just a little bit after that. You,
Yeah.
Montana Frey, y'all both also competing women's bodybuilding, women's physique.
Yes.
Montana and you both got your pro card in women's physique in the same class. What
We
was that
did.
feeling? That
It was awesome because the camaraderie in this sport, like I had been following her for a long time. We were shooting the crap backstage, like just hyping one another up. So we were just amped from the end of prejudging all the way to finals. Just, we got this, girl. Like, let's go. Let's put on a show. She is an incredible athlete, and it was awesome to turn pro right next to her.
Yeah, because you know what, I've interviewed Montana before, and she has some setbacks. I know she was living in California. She moved. Now she's engaged to a lovely young lady. Her life is going a good way. I mean, and it's the thing about we talk about bodybuilding. It's a lot of work and consistency, and also, folks, we can't forget that she is a sponsored athlete. She's sponsored by my dear friend Eunice Martinez Kitchen and Jolie Floops. They are the ladies that run Bad Rap. I can never forgive. I can always want to thank Eunice for this. She's my friend. It's just I love this. I can't. I know I need to put this into.
Frame it.
I know, but I want to be.
You want to touch it?
Yes. I know I'm a weirdo like that. So afterwards, what was that feeling like for you?
It took a second to sink in. So, we went straight from step off stage as a pro, get on a cruise ship. So it was like I was in a whole different world. Like no one even knew what bodybuilding was, and I looked like a freak of nature on that ship. But we would start talking about it to strangers. People would ask, and I'd be like, it took a minute to sink in. It didn't fully sink in until we got back from the cruise, and I went back to the gym. And everyone was like, oh my God, congratulations, you're a pro now. And I got my membership all free and stuff. So I was like, it's wild. Like, it just took a minute to sink in. And I still find myself just having these moments where I'm like, oh my gosh, like I did that. It's time to now grow for a freaking pro debut. Like that is wild to me. So exciting. I'm so
You should be. You should be proud of yourself because you know what? Most people who get into sport don't understand the work, consistency, the diet, the sacrifice, the patience. Because there's so much involved in it as a bodybuilder. As you grow, you develop, and it took you a long time. You like I said, you started back a few years ago, but then you took a break, and then you start back up, and now you can put on your name and on your social media. IFBB Pro.
Yeah, I know. It's so wild. It's crazy. It's very exciting. I am blessed for the support system that I had to get me pushed through 2025 and ultimately win the pro card, accomplish the goal we went for. So
I know it was about a couple months ago. You were at Eunice's gym, Muscle Curves.
Yes,
y'all two were working out. What was that experience like? You got to finally meet Eunice and y'all.
Oh, it was awesome. I was so excited. She lives in a town, so I used to spend a lot of time in the town right next to hers. So driving over there, it was like memory lane, and then getting there, it's like middle of nowhere, just country town with this mecca of an amazing bodybuilding gym just out of nowhere. And it was so awesome just to be able to talk to her about bodybuilding, bounce some ideas off, get some lifts in, get pushed a little bit. And I definitely plan on going back either at the end of January or beginning of February. It's my plan. It's only about an hour 15 from me, so not bad at all.
Yeah, I know I was talking to Eunice. She's also planning, she's going to go out of town in April. She's going to go, and because they're again going to be sponsoring, the Triple O Dynasty, and I know David also announced it on his that he's going to do sponsorship. I wish I could do it, but I'm broke as a joke. I can't do it. But that's good that people like Eunice. You hadn't met JoJo yet either.
I have not, no, and I'm hoping to. I know that we have discussed with Eunice coming down to Iron City here in Cyprus, where I go to the gym, to do an event. So I'm hoping maybe we can all get together for that one, but I'm not sure. But I'm looking forward to it when the time comes.
Well, she's a nice lady. I got to meet her when I was in Tampa, and we talked a good bit. I'm hoping maybe I can get her on here.
Yeah.
She was out here before when we did a signing for Sherry Priami, but I'd love to do a one-on-one with her and get her
Yeah.
thoughts and her feelings, because I know we were talking. She's making some plans. Also, her and her husband are building a new house and stuff like
That's
that. And like both her and Eunice are doing good work
Yeah.
for women bodybuilding in general, and just bodybuilding in general for females, because as a woman, that's the hard part about it.
Yep.
There's not a lot as much opportunities. You're one of the lucky few, because not just Eunice is your sponsorship. You also have another sponsor.
Oh, I have another sponsor.
Don't you have another sponsor that you?
I have some that I haven't announced yet. I talked about it yesterday slightly. Like I have my buddy Henry. He owns Legacy or Legend Barbell in the Woodlands. He's opening his own peptide. He's in the process of getting it all lined out. A website should be up by next week, I believe. I know he's 100% sponsoring me, but I haven't announced that yet.
Well, like I said, hey, it's out there. What's the point? Is like, hey,
I'll have a code in a couple of days.
just all you waiting, just the paperwork. That's all it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you went. Where did you and your man went? What was it like? On that little cruise.
On the cruise. So this is funny. It was his first time ever on a cruise ship. We went on Harmony of the Seas by Royal Caribbean, and this was my 4th time on that particular ship. So I knew exactly what was going on, but I just love to see him taking it all in at first, because it's such a big ship. And when you've never been on one, you're like, oh my God, it's like a small city. We went to the ports were Cozumel, Costa Maya, and Honduras. So we did, like in Honduras, we did an all-inclusive little beach break with like drinks. I got my hair braided all up, food and the whole 9. So that was cool. I don't drink very often, but we did there on the beach. Cozumel, we just kind of got off and looked at the port, went to Margaritaville and hung out in there for a minute. And then Costa Maya, we again just walked around the port, did some shopping and stuff like that. So, but it was awesome. I love it. I've been to all 3 of those ports probably, 7 or 8 times minimum. And it was great just doing it for the first time. My best friend Megan went with us too. She had her own room. So it was a little group. So it was fun for sure.
Yeah. I remember my sisters used to go. They go to, I think it was Puerto Vallarta, Jamaica.
Oh, that's a beautiful port.
I had a shirt that they got me. It was like a nice little shirt. It was a little gray with, I forget what the design was. And one time they bought my older brother James some liquor. They bought him some rum from Jamaica.
Yeah.
You have a good time with your man. You're getting drunk. Hey, we have here a shout out. We have here a comment in my comment section here. This is for our man David. Coming through, David? Says, hey dog, you got the StreamYard link. I'll join in. Well, if you want to join in, link, I'll send the link. You want to join in, and because this is more of an interview. But if you want to maybe talk a little bit to Roxy, I'll send it to you, because you asked, because he's my dude, and and I don't got a problem help him out now and then. Sometimes I like to be alone, like this thing. I don't like to be like women. I don't like to be me 2 dudes, and I don't. That's not. I know. Hey, some guys be into that. Nah, and he's a white dude too. But I appreciate it. Wait a minute. I gotta. I think he says this. He says, oh, I thought that it was a round table. Sorry. Nah, that sounds all right, brother. So that's why I say I don't, there's no sausage right here.
Oh my.
Yeah. So, you know me, I'm wild. But folks, what we're doing is we're going to jump into Roxy's social media for a bit, and she can show the pictures, stuff like that. There's some amazing, great stuff she has put out there, especially from her trip. Also, stuff from the show. You want to check her out. Guys, my rules. And stick to him firmly. She has a man. She's a nice lady. I know you see pump women. Be respectful. No D pics. Stop it. Get some help. Okay. Yeah. So we jump in here, and here she is, and she's jumping in her man's arms. Look at that. It's like that kind of like, I did it, Andrew. I did it.
Oh yeah. The setup for that picture was hilarious. It's like a running start.
I know he's proud of you, because y'all been together for about a year or so now.
Yeah, a year and some change, 4 or 5 months, something like that.
And I know, listen, Dave's interview that he's also thinking about competing.
Yeah, he is. So basically 2026 is for him. I'm taking the role that he had for me. So I'm gonna be the support and the coach and all that good stuff, like he was for me. He's going to do. I don't know when exactly. I just know he's got to requalify because it's been a few years. He's doing open bodybuilding, and then he wants to try to go for the pro card if he wins an overall. Same goal that I had. You have to win an overall at an amateur show qualifier to go to nationals.
Yeah,
So
you're
that
right.
is.
You're right there in Texas. There's quite a few shows. Like
There's so
one,
many.
Battle for Texas. That's also
Yeah.
that. I remember that. That's that was a couple of weeks before they were advertising if you won the overall in your division, they will
Yes.
pay for your
And it's the
entrance fee
week
for
before
nationals.
nationals. Yeah, 1 week before nationals in the same building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea for that. There's quite a few shows in
Yeah.
Texas because really Texas is starting to blow up.
Yeah, it really has.
With bodybuilding. You have Texas Pro, which is going to be coming now. You have other shows. There's State Texas, but don't have women's physique or women's bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Here she is with her, with the pro card.
With the pro card.
It feels like it's like this. It's this thing that validates what you have went through and the work you put into as a bodybuilder.
Yep. Just a little cardboard card, but it means a lot. Just having it's sitting up here in the house on display. I look at it every day.
Who's this gentleman right here?
That is the leader of Team Texas Muscle, Scott Lightfoot. He was my first coach, and he is the reason why I bodybuild. I would not have been able to turn pro without him. He was definitely a pivotal role. He was not my coach for nationals or this year, but he was definitely having major input in everything. Like Gerald was my coach, and I coached myself. We kind of did that as a team. But yeah, that's Scott Lightfoot. IFBB Pro as well.
Yeah, congratulations. And what was the critique from the show? Especially, I think Sandy was the head judge for the nationals.
Yes. So apparently we had to go in person, but I emailed and thankfully still got a reply. So lower lat insertion, always bigger shoulders, abs. Like Montana had abs for days. Like I was jealous. That is my main one is abs. Always leaner. It can always come in more peeled. Those were the main things. Legs are there. So we're trying to get that balance between upper and lower. Now I have a pretty good balance as it is, but we want to fix the issues in the upper for sure. Just grow, baby, grow.
You like from those old 90s and 80s workouts. Let's get physical. Yep. I want to get physical.
I had that song stuck in my head all night because it was on that outfit.
Yeah, that is a classic.
That was like an 80s theme night on the cruise ship.
Yeah,
so we committed. We committed to the theme.
You enjoyed yourself and your trip.
We did.
Like I said again, you really are starting to develop because, like I said again, it takes that time to really get to it. And like I said, you took some time off. You wanted to enjoy life, and then you get back into it, and you rewarded with this pro card. And and people like people like Eunice is in your corner, your man here in your corner.
The best support. From everyone. It's definitely a blessing. I'm not used to that level of support, especially in my past couple of years, and just to have it is huge.
Yeah, that's the thing about bodybuilding. Support is very important because I know you were talking about with your interview with David. You talk about your parents and how they support you a bit. They want.
They're opening up to the idea slowly.
Yeah, like I said, as a child, you want your child to be happy and find something in their life that satisfies them. If it's just something that maybe you don't understand it, but it's something they know about and it's something it's their. Something that really excites them and gives them passion. Yeah, enjoy. You should play some volleyball and do a little dance.
I definitely did that on the cruise ship a lot. Hurt myself like I always do. Every time I play volleyball for fun, I hurt something, but whatever.
I can tell you, my volleyball days are done. I can't. If I try to jump, I'm going to come down and break an ankle. And here she is with our dear friend Eunice, because I know Eunice was there at the prejudging.
Yes, she
was.
Then
she couldn't stay for the finals.
Yes, and it was awesome. I could hear her. It was awesome from the crowd.
And here's our boy Alex. He made this little
Yep.
picture. Shout out to Alex. He's a great kid. I
Yeah.
call him my nephew. And here she is from the back, fellas.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was
You have,
prejudging in the bathroom, like at, I don't know, 7 o'clock in the morning. It's very
yeah.
early.
You ever need a massage therapist? I studied a little bit when I was in Millamont. But like I said, yeah, you look pretty good. Again, the thing is the other things you have to work on your conditioning. Here
Yeah.
she is with Montana. Montana is, she's with Justin Jacoby.
Yes.
Her and another lady I interviewed just right before she did the show, Hayden Mola. Those
Yeah.
ladies have crazy abs. You
Yeah.
take them and you like take them and put them in a wash tub and you just wash your laundry on them.
I kept talking to her about that. I'm like, damn, girl. Like, hey, badass.
Yeah, and she's still young. Like she's not even 30
Yes.
yet. And she has
Yeah.
that potential to grow and
Yeah.
develop. You know, what you feel like now as IFBB Pro, you feel like that really can help you get to that next level.
I got to take the time to grow. I need to get myself back healthy again. Or I didn't really get unhealthy. I feel like this prep, but there are things that we take, that we got to get off of for a minute, reset the body. I have a whole different mindset this time on food. I nailed my reverse after the cruise. My body ate up all the cruise food. Like I gained, I believe, 2 or 3 pounds max from that cruise. And I was eating. Like I did not shy away from food, let's just say. So my mindset with food is that, the day we got back from the cruise, it was the same food, tilapia, ground turkey, just a little bit more. And it nailed that reverse. So now I'm only about, I believe I'm 7 or 8 pounds now up from stage, easing back into everything. Not getting on stage in 2026, spending the entire year growing, fixing the problem areas and really pushing I want to make a statement. I don't want to do easy shows for my pro debut. My goal is to do either Tampa Pro or Chicago Pro in 2027, and then followed by 100% the Texas Pro, because the Texas Pro, that building itself is that's where I turned pro at, the building. That's where I had my very first show ever, like 4 or 5 years ago. So it's like a full circle moment. Plus, being a part of the Texas Pro, they really, really support with Sarah Villegas, the women's physique division.
Yeah.
That was always my goal, to do a pro debut at the Texas Pro, but I don't believe it'll be the debut. I think it'll be the second show of the year. I'll probably do Tampa or Chicago for the debut. I want to go to one where I'll be standing next to Olympians and standing next to crazy athletes and just kind of get out there and work.
Well, Chicago is just some heavy hitters, especially if you can do women's physique. I remember when I was in Tampa, Zama Bento was there.
Yeah.
Also, I got to meet one lady who I, met there, Megan Morse. She goes Dr. Meg, and I'm looking at her.
She's she looks good.
I just interviewed a lady who knows her, and I think she could do women's bodybuilding.
Yeah,
that's just me. I think she's a big woman, tall woman anyway. But maybe it takes her time to grow. Shout out to our man here, David from the Female Bodybuilding Forum. He says, "Roxy's so awesome. I really enjoyed speaking with her yesterday. She purdy. He.
Thank you. Thank you.
I tell you, like, it's Roxy. As I say like this, when I get some girls on here, y'all muscle ladies, these guys get excited. They just they be like, they be like coming house. They be like, you ever saw the Boondocks? They be like the Booty Boys said, we like you and we want you. We can do it the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours. So it's your choice is yours. We got here my man K the Wanderer coming through. Shout out to him. He says, Monday. Thank you, brother. And also, he has a question. He says, what is that you have to improve your abs?
So I've always had a very tiny waist, blessing normally, right? But it doesn't have the big definition. It's just flat. And I have like the obliques in, but not the six pack that's real dominant. Like it's there, it's there, but not just bricks. And so my goal is to just slam them in the mornings and post lift every day for the year that I'm bulking. Mm-hmm. And bring blocks. That is my goal.
I
To where
think
I just am standing relaxed, and they're like, "Holy crap, she's got abs."
abs is kind of centerpiece of the physique. I mean, there's some
Yeah,
ladies who I follow who have just not. Who I'm think of like people like I think Virginia Sanchez. Who else? There's a good list. There's some ladies in the back of my head that I know, but they just have great genetics is also a factor,
yeah,
and
it
also
is.
hard work
Yeah.
because it
And
does
I'm
take that
blessed to
time.
have the tiny waist. Like I'm blessed it doesn't get square. Like some people have that square waist. No, mine is very hourglass. It's just building the abs to really be dominant in that. I feel like would balance everything out for sure.
hmm Yeah. So yeah, you're planning on doing Texas, which is just women's physique. Chicago's possibility. Tampa's a possibility. There's also, if you think about it, I think there's quite a few more shows. Even though this year they lost a couple of shows here and there, especially when
Yeah.
Bodybuilding got really hit. I know Eunice, she's planning on doing some shows.
Yep.
It's this thing. It's a lot of work,
Yep.
especially to grow. And and if you're looking now, even in your division, even with physique, if you look at, we talking earlier about Sarah Vilgas, there's some stuff going
Yep.
on with her. She was there she was gave out the I think the award for the overall winner. That was, I think, was Courtney Vanek, I think his name. Vanek.
Vanek,
Vanek.
I don't know, but she's awesome too.
Yeah,
Incredible
yeah,
athlete.
yeah. I remember they were doing the overall pose down. I was
Yeah.
watching. I really liked the fact that what's her name?
Dylan.
Dylan
Yeah.
and Montana were doing the most muscular. Because
Yes.
as a fan of that, especially they don't let y'all women do it too often,
Yeah.
and I rarely ever see it done in the physique division.
Yeah. I love it. It was great. Dylan is a powerhouse. She is coming, and to be only 23 years old, it is wild.
Yeah, she's still a baby.
Yeah.
I mean, she just
Yeah.
that's the thing is, and I
She
think
was so sweet too. Like I really enjoyed getting to know her in person. That was great.
yeah. We got here. Shout out to my man David. He's gonna says abs are the best. Susan Matheson surprised me when she said she really doesn't work abs when she's training. Shout out here. We got our man here. My man here, the art female Marcel Jeremy says, who are some of the bodybuilders that inspire you to this day?
Well, number one, just due to her story, Chelsea Dion, what she's overcome, how she's overcome it, and she's just an incredible athlete. As far as big names, Ashley Jones, 100%. She is one of my biggest inspirations. Again, going from women's physique to women's bodybuilding and excelling in both. Those are my top two for females.
Well,
Nick Walker for the men all day long.
Well, the guys don't pay too much attention to because it's about the ladies. As you know, it was an opportunity to me to get to meet Ashley while I was in Tampa.
She's awesome.
This past summer, she's great. I got to meet like Sharonka Hinton. She's lovely. She's amazing.
Yes.
But the person I'm always, me, I'm always going to shout her out. Because she is my girlfriend. She's the 6-time champion, Andrea Shaw. I can't help it. I think she's so amazing, so beautiful. She
is.
She really, to me, she fundamentally changed the aspect of women's bodybuilding. She just brought something to the division that I think people really needed it because kind of like Linda Murray when she competed on Corey Everson, she brought style, grace, beauty, a great look to her, femininity. No offense to Natalia and Sarah, I say this, I'm not a big fan, but I do respect their different what they bring to this sport. Like a while back, I did a live where I was talking about some stuff. Natalia popped in and she conversated a little bit. Now she's done it before, some of my lives. Sarah, what she's doing right now,
it is annoying. It is all of it, all the drama. I'm like, keep it out of socials, but
it says they'll say drama for your mama. We got here a comment from my man here, David, and he's sticking in and says, I love that most muscular face off between Dylan and Montana that really got the crowd hyped up. It does. The crowd like to feel like they love to feel involved.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to my man David again. Says Ashley Jones, she's awesome. Yes, she's a sweetheart. Yeah, because I
She
know
really is.
Alex was at the Olympia, and he ran to her and she shot me out. And she said,
Yeah.
"I remember you, Mr. George. Thank you for your support." And
Oh,
hope we get to see each other again. I mean, I would love to meet her again. I would most definitely, who I want to see
oh
really.
yeah.
But I gotta
Duh.
be patient. I gotta be patient. I gotta calm. Here we go. We got one more from my man here, Jeremy, Female Muscle. He also does interviews. You want to check him out? Reach out to Jeremy. Says, how do you deal with the negativity towards female bodybuilders that you encounter online? Like especially as you know, people don't understand that
Yeah.
you're an athlete, you're a woman.
I encounter negativity more in person, to be honest. Like online, I'm very quick on the block. Like if anything pops up, I don't entertain it. So to answer the question, honestly, in person is where it's a little bit more difficult because there are so many out there that will just either look at you with just disgust, say the word steroids, like that's the only thing that I do to look this way, right? Like or I said this yesterday, or the big one recently, and I've gotten it a lot, is people will come up to me and ask if I'm trans. And I'm like, what? No, I'm just a professional bodybuilder. Like, I'm sorry, but I laugh at it. It doesn't personally offend me. Like, I don't care. I want to always be different. I don't ever want to look like the normal girl. I always want to be looked at like, what the heck is going on with her? But it could easily offend other people. So it's like that I deal with it more in person for sure.
Yeah, I remember I interviewed Maria Beretta, who just got a pro card in women's figure at the Nationals, and she told me she was at a gym and doing some posing, and some guy walked up to her and says, "That's fucking disgusting." And
Yeah.
you see Maria, she's
Yeah.
small, petite, cute.
Disgusting.
She has muscle. She's not no big ogre.
Yeah.
But again, I see these guys just when they think about it, not just women too. Women can be the worst
Yeah.
because y'all can be catty.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if it's something you don't like, here's the thing: is don't say nothing, don't pay no attention, mind your business, go about it. It's not going to kill you.
Yeah.
Because this is somebody doing something what they love and they're passionate about.
Yeah. And what I always tell people too, like, okay, cool. I'm not looking this way for anybody but me. At the end of the day, I love looking like a monster, and that's me. I don't care if I look trans. Awesome. That means I got muscle. So bring it on.
Well, a lot of trans don't have that much muscle. Some
It's
of them are very
crazy.
more. Some are more feminine than most women.
Yeah, it's wild. And I'm like, is that even something to even ask somebody nowadays? Like, I feel like that people would get really upset. Like, I don't, but I just laugh. I'm like, oh my God, no, but cool.
See, the thing is, people still think that muscle is a thing that man supposed to have.
Yeah.
I don't have that much muscles. I said this in live. I said I got boobs and bigger some women, but
Hey.
yeah, I'm still a man. Here's the thing I say like this. It's not about appearance. It's about how you move, how you walk, how you talk, how you behave. There's a difference between looking masculine and being a man.
Yeah, exactly.
We have here a comment. Shout out to our man David coming through. He says keep the as fake beefs like with WE, with Randy Macho Man and Hulk Hogan. But truthfully, this is what I heard. Their beef wasn't that fake. It wasn't too fake. There's some stuff about Hulk Hogan people don't realize about. I heard it even from some other wrestlers. They talk about it. Shout out here, my man Josh Simpkins coming through. He says, what's good, George and Roseanne? Say, yeah, what's good with you, brother? Thank you.
Good. It's funny to hear my last name first there because my last name is George. So I was like, what?
Yeah, I know. I interviewed a lady. Her name is Leanne George, and she's also a pro a while back. And it's funny you see a name like that. Hey, it's a special name. It's a name.
It's special. It is.
Yeah, it's a beautiful name. So this is a question I ask you, ladies, especially after that long prep and the dieting and the training. What did you and your man do? Where y'all go? Where y'all went to? Because it's Texas. Y'all, I know Texas. Y'all second to barbecue to North Carolina. So where y'all do? What y'all go?
Well, we had the cruise like the day after my show. So was more food focused for that. But I wanted breakfast the following morning. So we went, I cannot remember the name, but it was this viral spot that actually Jordan Hutchinson and Brittany Hutchinson gave me, because they're foodies, and they said this is the best one to go to. Oh my God. Like I wish I could show you. It's on my Instagram if you scroll a bit, but the food, we had a cinnamon roll pancake that was like this big. I had a peanut butter and jelly pancake. I had chicken and waffles. I had beignets. I don't even know, muffins, everything. We took half of it home, but I love a good sugar-filled breakfast, full sugar syrup. And that's what we did for the big first meal. Oh, yeah.
Pull this up here. This is a little video.
That one is all the food that I had post-show. Yeah. And it is definitely, the breakfast is on there.
Yeah, I mean,
there's the muffins.
It looks like it looks good. I mean, that's the pancake, and
next level.
I mean, it's like anytime I talk to you ladies, especially after that long prep, you act like Pookie of New Jack City. Be calling you dad, be calling you dad, be calling me dad. It's like food is the important factor of growing as a bodybuilder. Also, the enjoyment.
And that candy cane mocha, that coffee was the one thing that I wanted more than anything.
I hope. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. I remember I was talking to Montana. She said that she had got some muffins right after she got her pro card. She was going out and passing them out to anybody she saw that we had a pro card, pass out muffins. Here she is having a little prep meal here and there. It looks like you had a good time.
Yeah, that video it was the build up to hold the pro card with my giant pretzel that we had that night. But she had the muffins. I had a friend that made a bunch of cookies, so I was giving them away. Sheila Brown actually got one of them because she stopped us. And I was like, yeah, sure, have one.
Yeah, it's great. Sheila Brown's an amazing lady. She's been in the game for a long time. She's been a pro.